everybody. I am absolutely delighted to have with me Nick Shaw, Chief Revenue Officer of Alto. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, Simon, and thank you for having me along today.
That's absolutely fine. That's good to know. Look, I jumped on, as I so often do, when I see what interests me when I get in my inbox. And I couldn't help but notice your wonderful little solus email out, obviously advising everyone to pop along to see you on the Alto stand next week at EA Masters, obviously, the biggest event of the year and everything else there. So you've got a couple, let's deal with the really important stuff before we start driving into actual detail and around there. There was two things that jumped out. Let's be really honest. And you were at the Kerfuffle conference. These things can go on for quite a long time, can't they? And they could be.
It's a long day for everybody, and then they've got an evening afterwards. So they need to keep themselves hydrated and excited during the day.
There you go, which was obviously your thinking there, and properly hydrated, not in the way that my doctor says I've got to stop hydrating. So you've got some fantastic smoothies on the day. I think, is it stand 18 you guys are on?
We're on stand 18. So yes, we have smoothies. And then if people come and see us for a demo, they can get a £50 Amazon voucher. And I think people who've maybe looked at Alto 3 or 4 years ago, come and look at it now, because it's changed dramatically. We've really listened to people about how to improve and how to make their day-to-day life much easier. So come visit us.
I think that's it. Come and have a chat, isn't it? And you know what? It is a real issue here. And again, it's probably not on top of everyone's list, but I think we see it all the time at Kerfuffle, where we're talking to agents and we recommend whatever company it is, and they'll say, "Oh, look, we kind of know what they do." Never mind. That as you just said there, 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, that's like dog years. That's decades ago in technical world, isn't it? And we've had people that have maybe not even seen a solution for 6 months and said, I can't believe at the rate of change. And I think it's really, what I have been really pleased with, Nick, you guys obviously taking over the reins again. There's been a real drive to actually engage and start talking to people and really getting the stories. And we're going to go into a bit more detail now, but you've got a long list of things, haven't you, going into the core product and around the edge of it as well.
Correct. Yeah, we've done a lot of work on the core product, and what we've done is listen to customers and moved it. But we've also listened to them to say we need you to improve your partner integration. So we've done a huge amount of work on improving our partner integrations, and we've signed up another 20 partners this year and done those integrations. So we've really worked hard, because no CRM solves all the problems for an estate agency. They've normally got anywhere from 2 to 5 extra products that they want to integrate into the CRM. And we've listened to them and gone, right, what are the products you want to integrate? And we've worked very hard to get them integrated in for them. So therefore they can get the maximum value from the third-party products they're using, but also the CRM. Yeah,
and of course, because obviously Alto is the most widely used package out there as well. There's a real drive as well for not just and reward for those leading suppliers to get that integration. And we've spoken previously to the likes Fixflow, Good Lord, who have said how strong the integrations have been there as well.
Super important partners of ours.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting to see those coming on board. And look, we all know that I think what's really interesting, Nick, isn't it? I mean, going back to my history, I was obviously on the other side of the fence back then. Yeah, it's really interesting that actually CRM, although people and agents recognise that it's vitally important, and it's it is the core foundational bit of the tech stack, it sometimes doesn't get the time and attention that it deserves, does it? Which is a little bit strange sometimes.
Yeah, because it's the most important thing to help you sell your properties, list your properties, manage your properties if you're doing lettings. And I think sometimes it's the most important piece of software for an estate agent. Yeah. Because the most important.
So it's what have we been on 5 minutes, and it's only taken me this long to drag it back to Simon Whale and Kerfuffle. But excuse me just a second. So on our stand, and this is how amateurish it is, I can't even remember our stand, but we've got literally a Jenga pile there of a whole tech stack. Because as I keep making the point, tech stack is a really overused phrase, but in so many estate agents with a fragmented tech stack, it isn't tightly built together. It is much more like that Jenga pile. And agents have done the Andy from Little Britain I want that, and I've picked something on a whim without thinking about whether it actually integrates with the CRM or indeed other parts of it. And I think there's a real drive, because as we move, it did used to be a bit of a closed garden in the past. There was lots of frustration, but it's really getting quite exciting now that more and more of these systems are working together. Single sign-on is genuinely becoming a kind of a thing, and those tiny iterations of efficiency means that it is freeing up staff members to do, and we're going to talk about that in a second, to do some of the absolutely core jobs, like obviously prospecting and everything else that really make a difference to the business. And that's where the big win comes in, isn't it?
Yeah, and we heard that people said, hey, prospecting, you haven't got a solution for prospecting. So we worked very hard. We looked at the market and found the best solution for prospecting, and then integrated it in and did a very deep integration. And we actually sell that. It's called Alto Prospecting. And we've actually got some new functionality coming out the next couple of months, which is quite exciting. Come and visit on the stand, and the team will talk to them about the new functionality coming out. But it's a really great thing. And we only released that in July. And do you know what? We've had so much interest in this. Unbelievable. And companies really happy that they've gone, because they've got that high integration that they wanted, and they've got it now.
I mean, it feels like the most natural fit, doesn't it? I mean, if you talk about, I always used to say the holy trinity of prop tech was, your CRM, your website, and you could possibly throw in then, your email solution. But actually, prospecting is probably, it's rather than the holy trinity, it's like the fourth leg of a chair, isn't it? That's the foundation point. And prospecting, working off your core CRM system, that's where the sweet stuff should be at, shouldn't it?
It should be, because what you want to do is, if you're prospecting, a specific road, you want to know, as you're looking at it, have I got any of those in my database already? Because if that road is, everybody moves every 7 years or something like that, and you're prospecting, you want to know, have I got anybody that I've already got the contact details on? Because if you can ring them, you're more likely to get that instruction. And it has that thing, people work with people. They don't like emails. They don't like posts. They want to actually speak to people. And I think sometimes you forget that. So you want to use your CRM to help you work out, and then you go and prospect accordingly.
Yeah, that's exceptional. So they can come to you, because we've obviously spoken off camera about some of those results coming through. The amount of extra revenue that's generating for those early adopters.
Yeah.
They can come and chat with you on the stand and learn a little bit more. They
can come and have a chat with us about that. We can demo the prospecting solution to them, and we can show them. So if they're an existing Alto user and they want to see how that integrates, absolutely. If they're thinking about coming to Alto, or they just want to look at our prospecting solution, come along to the stand, come and have a chat with us, and we can talk them through that.
It's just as a matter of interest, I don't know this. Is the prospecting solution available outside of Alto clients, or is it tied to the Alto CRM?
It's tied to the Alto CRM, but it's powered by Sprift.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Sprift, and it's powered by Sprift. So it's a specific version for Alto with deep integration and specific things for Alto. So it's great for Alto customers. But and Alto customers seem very happy with that solution in conjunction with their CRM.
Well, I won't waste your sales staff time by coming on the day, but yeah, I'd love to see that.
We'd love to see you on the day. It would be amazing to see you on the day, Simon.
Let's see if you say that at the end of the night. That's very good. So Nick, just talk to me again, because it wouldn't be obviously. My friends ambushed me at dinner the other day, and they pulled out a load of paperwork that had it on it whale bingo, and it was basically saying all of the phrases that I obviously can't stop repeating. It wouldn't be a whale conversation without obviously using the obligatory AI. Yeah. We were having a little bit of a chat offline, weren't we? That actually we sense there's a little bit of frustration actually that whilst AI has been hugely exciting but it has mainly been about content creation and that kind of ChatGPT style. Again, it's the old classic. We can't talk about it in too much detail because you'd have to kill me. But you've got some really interesting stuff going on that they do need to come and talk to you on the day, because actually you're going way beyond that kind of ChatGPT element that so many people
we are do. And what we look at, Simon, is it's really important to save the agent time. Those mundane tasks that don't add value to the vendor, don't add value to the agent, but have to be done. It's about using AI to automate them. So it's using AI in an automation way to take away those tasks. So therefore the agent can spend more time, whether it be prospecting, speaking to their vendors, speaking to their landlords. And come and see us and we can talk you through what we're doing there. It's super exciting and we think it is really game changing for a lot of our agents. And I think they're really going to love this solution.
Sounds exciting. Well, look, there's clearly masses going on today. It was real short, sharp sort of experience of everything that you guys are up to. But I do encourage everybody to go and have a chat with these guys to talk about it. As you said, sounds really, really interesting. And of course, if you're not lucky enough to be going to EA Masters next week, we'll put some details on the bottom where you can reach out to the team.
Absolutely, yeah. Reach out to us, and we're more than happy to give you a demo, talk through what we're doing. So love to speak to anybody.
Brilliant, Nick. Well, thanks today. I'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you, Simon.
Cheers.